Hey, hello, it's Jen. You're about to learn how to play Earthquake by Tyler, the Creator. Before we begin, I wanted to show you this really beautiful ukulele that I have received. It's made out of carbon fiber, so it's very durable, and it sounds amazing. If you guys want to check it out, I'll have a link down below, so you can go do that. But without further ado, let's get to it. So to play this, you can use a soprano, concert, tenor ukulele, it doesn't matter. It's going to work either way. Standard tuning is good, so G, C, E, A. And I did use a capo to play it. However, you don't need to use a capo. It might sound a little bit different. If you wanted to sound the exact same without the capo, feel free to just tune your ukulele half a step. So instead of G, C, A, it'll be like G sharp and so on. But yeah, so I'm going to use the capo since that's what I used. And I'm going to put it on the first fret, right there. And then you're all set. So right now I'm going to have listed down below all the chords that you need to know to play the song. There are just a few of them. If you already know how to play these chords, feel free to skip ahead to the timestamp I'm going to have below right now. But if you don't, there's no need to fear. I'm going to show you how to finger all of them. The first chord that you need to know is B flat major 7. To play this chord, start off with the first fret, put a finger down on the second from this bottom string right there, that's the E. Then move on to the second fret, you're going to put your finger down on the second from the top string, that's the C. And then on the third fret, you're going to put a finger down on the top string right there, the G, and it sounds like this. The next chord you need to know is A minor 7. This one's really easy. You don't have to put your fingers down anywhere. You strum and it sounds like this. The next chord you need to know is G minor 7. This one, so start off on the first fret, put a finger, you're gonna use your pointer finger to put down the first string right there, the bottom string, and then the one right above it. So these two, and then put your other finger down on the second fret, on the second from the top string. So the C, so like this, sounds like this. And lastly, you need to know C6. This one's very similar to the B flat major 7. So you're going to start off on the third fret, put your finger down on the second from the bottom string, that's the E. Then move on to the next fret, so the fourth fret, put your other finger down on the second from the top string, that's the C. And then on the next fret down, you're going to put your finger down on that top string, the G, and it sounds like this. So it has a similar shape. It's just down a couple of frets. And those are all the chords that you need to know to play this song. Before we get really into it, I'm going to show you what the intro should sound like, and then we can break it down from there. For real this time. For real this time. For real this time. For real this time. And that's what the intro should sound like. Let's break it down. So you're basically just alternating chords. So you're going to be playing the B flat major 7, and you're going to be playing the A minor 7. And then you at some point play the C6 chord, but that's the only time you use the chord. So let's break it down. So to start with, it's very simple. You're basically just plucking each of those 4 strings, and you start off, so it's B flat major 7. And I'll tell you when to play it. So it's and pluck, for real this, pluck again, time. It adds something extra. If you don't want to do that, if it makes it too difficult, you don't have to add that little extra. You can just go straight into it. But this is how I do it. So again, and it's B flat major 7. For real this, pluck, and then switch. And then again, B flat major 7. For real this time. And then you are going to sing the same thing again, but the strumming changes. So what you're doing here is you're going to do down, up, chuck, down, up, chuck. So chucking is like that. If you don't know how to chuck, there are plenty of videos online elsewhere. But basically, if you can't chuck, feel free to just, instead of chucking, just do a down strum. So just kind of swap it out for that. But if not, it's going to be like this. So it's down, up, chuck, down, up, chuck. And then here you do something different. Then it goes, for the A minor 7, it goes down, up, chuck, up, chuck. So it's, again, B flat major 7. So down, up, chuck, switch, down, up, chuck, up, chuck. So after you do that, then you go into this last line. So it's for real, it's time. And then you're going to be doing something really cool here. It might be a little bit tricky at first, just take it slow. So you're going to be going, the strumming pattern changes yet again, but it's similar. So it's B flat major 7, and it goes like this. Down, up, chuck, down, and then you go B flat major 7, and then C6, A minor 7. So in whole, a little bit faster, it goes like this. Down, up, chuck, down, down. With the singing, it sounds like this. For real this time. So let's do the intro again together. So slowly, it's for real this time. For real this time. And then the chucking, so for real this time. For real this time. And that's the intro. I hope that was clear. If not, like I said, you can always just make it simple for yourself, but that's how I did it in my cover. So moving on from that honestly, in my opinion, is probably the most difficult part, just because I changed up the strumming pattern a lot. But from there, it gets really easy. The strumming pattern is very consistent. It's basically just that one that sounds like this. So it's down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck. That's the strumming pattern, and you basically do that once for each chord. So for example, leading into the next part, which is the chorus, it's gonna sound like this. So, 'cause you make my earthquake, you make my earthquake, riding around your love and shaking me up, and it's making my heart break. So you see, you're doing that strumming pattern once for each chord. So let's do it with just the strumming. I'll just say the strumming pattern as we do it, and just make sure you're following along, looking at the chords as we change them. So in the chorus, 'cause you make my B flat major 7s, you make my earthquake, you make my down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck. Moving on to the bridge, like I said, you're basically playing the exact same strumming pattern throughout the rest of the song. The only thing to keep note here are the chords. So in the bridge, it's the same thing. So don't leave, it's my fault. So that's, again, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck. Again, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, down, up, chuck, up, down. And then it goes, 'cause when it all comes crashing down, I'll need you. And you can just down strum that last chord. But that's pretty simple once you get the hang of the strum. Down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck. And like I said, if you don't know how to chuck, you can just do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So yeah, up to you. And then you move on to the verse. So for this first verse, that's Cardi's verse. What I did here made it really simple. I just plucked with each string right there. So I'm just gonna go through it just because it's pretty self-explanatory. Just look at the chords right here on the side. So it goes, ain't got body roll, and I do it twice, by the way. I do the plucking for each line, kind of like that. So you'll be able to hear it. Ain't got body roll, don't get in by none. Ayo, my lungs, now my call my lord, plug and set me up. Don't set me up, I'm a Talia. He ride like the car, and she wicked, like Will Vicky. Oh my God, diamonds not Tiffany. And then so in love, so in love. So I did, for each chord, I did that twice. Cool, one for each line. And then you go to the bridge again, which I'm not going to go over. And then the last part that is different, kind of different, is the second verse. So the part that goes, I don't want no competition, no. Except it's not different because guess what? You guessed it. You're doing the exact same strumming pattern. So let's go over it. And then B flat major 7 to A minor 7 to G minor. You get the deal. So it's down. I don't want no competition, no. You don't want my conversation, no. I just need some confirmation on how you feel for real. I don't want no complication, no. You don't want no side information. I don't even know about that 'cause I'm for real. And then you can strum that last chord. And that's basically it for the whole song. Like I said, the most difficult part is probably going to be the beginning, just because I made it really difficult for myself, as I can see now. But if anything, there's always ways for you to simplify that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. Make sure to check out these carbon fiber ukuleles if you would like to. And thanks for watching.